Welcome back! So, we're late again. Our apologies. It's been another crazy week around here. Looking forward to some time to finally catch our breath, but it won't be this week and it won't be next week. So a lot of big changes around here. Do you want to start with one big change?
We finally got our semi-permanent home here. It's a temporary home.
Our winter refuge.
Yeah, so we needed a good shelter like we talked about last week. So we've been looking for a couple of months around to find something that we could spend winter in, and we wanted, if we had the opportunity, we probably would build something, like go for a natural building technique, but we just don't have the time. Our hands are full. We have to be planting right now, put seeds in the ground.
Still dealing with our Cherry Creek property.
And we got a lot on our hands. It's just the two of us. We won't be able to build. Natural building usually is something that you need a whole community together to build it, and it's not really a right time for us to do that here. So we decided to just go with fifth wheel. We look at a few different type of trailers. The fifth wheel is better for year-round living because they have higher ceiling, a little bit more space.
We're both very tall.
So we kept looking around and found one right next door. It's like it was just
10 kilometers maybe. Not even.
One of our neighbors had one that exactly like what we were looking for.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit older, but it got everything that we need.
Great shape.
Really good shape. Yeah. And we were so lucky because Andy was so nice, our neighbor. He knew exactly where we are, and he knew how sketchy the road was.
He grew up here,
But luckily he's a professional driver and he knew exactly how to get the trailer here. No problem. He just first try, he brought it. I was just amazed.
It was so impressive.
Some of those corners, I was just amazed.
Oh my gosh.
Pulled this 40-foot trailer.
And it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like whatever, he's just driving down normal day kind of thing.
So it's here now. We're just setting it up, and we have a lot of work to do, winterizing it, and just getting it ready. Aside from everything else, but it's gonna happen. We'll get it done. Yeah.
One day at a time. Yeah. So the most exciting part of our home arriving means that we finally got to bring our Shasta cat home. So my parents have graciously let us. They've been watching Shasta cat since June 10th. We brought her. Actually, and my brother Rick, he's been taking care of her the most. So she was living with my parents since June, and we finally brought her home. It was, I think, the second day we had the trailer. We had it set up enough to bring her home. So that is pretty much the most exciting part about the home arriving, is having Shasta cat back.
We had some talk about it, but we decided there's room for one cat.
Yes.
For us.
She's older. She's 12, 13.
She's not really an outdoor cat.
Yeah. Lived all her life as an indoor cat. So so all our families together finally, which is big. But and another big change, huge one that was extremely difficult, is no more pigs. The first time in Caspian Acres history.
6 years.
Yeah, well, it's a lie. We have one pig left, but we decided,
It's a hard one.
that it was time. The pigs didn't fit into our future vision here. We thought that they would pasture a bit better than they did, but it wasn't working as well. So, and we were never going to breed. We just kept them as pets, and we were hoping they would eat the pasture a bit better and till the ground, and we thought we might have a bit more excess food to be able to feed them, but it didn't work out that way. So, and it just wasn't fair to them. So we thought, we had to shut off the emotions and put them first and think what was the best thing. And we found a really wonderful home for them locally, just down in the Slocan Valley. So a young family that's just starting out, and so Crackers, Nogi, and Zinji, so Crackers and her 2 babies, got to stay together. And Rick helped me deliver them earlier this week. And they have beautiful green pastures there and lots of farm friends, goats, sheep, everything. So they're going to be very, very happy. Very happy there. And the family's very excited, which is always good. And they have kids, which is huge because the pigs love the cuddles. So it was a very, very hard week. I wasn't in a very good mood for a long time because it wasn't my. If I had the choice, I would have kept them. So
the pigs were all your operation.
Yes,
like you
they were my babies.
Yeah.
So if I had the choice, I would have kept them. But for the good of Caspian Acres and our future, and for their benefit, it was time for them to move on. We still do have we have Polly, our original girl. So we got her when she was 10 weeks old, and she's 6, almost 7 now. So we kept her because she's really low key. She's older and she's big and she doesn't do much, and
she doesn't
gets
move
along.
very fast.
No, she gets along with everyone, doesn't eat much, and so she'll be our pet pig. And she's also bonded to us. She was bonded to us more than she was bonded to her pig friends. So
700-pound pet.
Yeah. So she's
Yeah.
So she's still here. But more.
She's not. She can't
No,
breed anymore.
she
So
doesn't-
we
she can't
can't. We
breed.
can't give her away. If we give it to someone, they're just probably gonna turn it into sausage or something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that was another decision with Polly.
Yeah.
She's so bonded with us, and I'm so bonded with her, and because she can't breed, and she's old, no one would have taken her as a pet or as a breeder. So I couldn't stand the thought of her turning into meat. So she'll live out her last days here on the farm.
That was a really difficult part of our last business. Is like emotional
Yes.
attachment, and then trying to deal with that when you process animals. So
Yes.
it's actually quite a relief not to have to think about doing that.
That was, for me, that
Yeah.
was the reason why we did it, because there was a need for it, and people came to us and they really appreciated what we're doing. So that's why we kept it up, because we love to make people happy,
and we wanted to do it right. We wanted to do it in a way where it was regenerative. We were, improving soil and doing it in a way the animals were taken care of, as opposed to what the alternative is, where people will just blindly purchase things in the store where they don't know exactly how the animals were treated, and it's usually horrible.
Exactly.
So, but it's still very hard to deal with.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's still very difficult.
I cried more in the last 6 years of farming than I have in my entire life, because all farmers who farm like us, you really, to be able to take care of them properly, you really love them. Like they have a piece of your heart. So
you get to know every single one of them.
And it's hard. None of the farmers, it's not easy for any of us. So but we do it because there's a need for it, and food is important, and it's So anyway,
But we're on a new path now.
Yeah.
We're not doing meat production anymore. And so we're gonna focus, and we have a lot on our hand because now we're focusing on building our nursery, and this next couple of months is very important. Put some infrastructure in, and we're gonna put some seeds in the ground so that we have rootstocks for next year. So we're gonna be pretty busy.
Yeah, very busy.
Yeah. What's up with Bande? Why she's not with the rest of the team?
What's up with Bande? Why is she here?
I don't know what's going on, Bande.
Bande, and she seemed to have gained a lot of weight in a very short time. So
that's interesting.
Bande, that's another very exciting part of this week.
Yes.
So Bande moved in next door to us.
We just have to keep a very close eye on her because something's happening with her.
She will have a lot of surprises. By next week, she'll have a lot of surprises.
So make sure you stay tuned.
Yes.
And then we can see what's going on with Bande next week.
What's going on with Bande.
And please stay in touch, and don't forget to comment on the video. We love the comments. Thank you so much.
Yes.
We really appreciate them.
See you next week.
Bye.
Yes. Us and a lot of others will see you next week.
Yes, hopefully.
Cat Uti.